Hello YouTube, my name is Trey Francis and welcome back to my YouTube channel. They call me Trey. I know in my last video I said that I was going to do a review on how to get away with murder, but as you can see from the title of this video, that is not what this is. So since there's only 2 episodes left in How to Get Away with Murder in the whole series, right? There's only 2 episodes left. I am just going to do a send-off video for that series because I've watched it and kept up with it for the past 6 years. So we'll just do a send-off video. So for this video, at the suggestion of my best friend, Ashton, we are going to do a how to get to know me. She said, you're just starting off on YouTube. No one knows you. No one knows anything about you. You should probably key the people in. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's hop right into the first question. Question number 1 in this get to know me tag video is, are you a morning or evening person? I'm more of a morning person. I like the mornings. I like to get up early. I'm a firm believer in the early bird gets the worm, meaning like the earlier you wake up, the more time you have to do the things that you want to do in the less than 24 hours that you have, since you sleep for about 8. I personally only sleep for about 5.5 hours. So for me, getting up early, starting my day, working out, meditating, eating breakfast, doing whatever I need to do in the morning, kind of that morning routine that you have, really helps set me up for the rest of my day. So I'm more of a morning person. Like, get up, get the job done, and then you can finish early and do whatever you want. Question number 2, night in or night out? It definitely depends on if I am single or if I'm taken. So if I'm single, then I'm all for a night out with some friends. You know, we can go to the club. We can, I love dancing. We can go to a bar, grab a drink and catch up at a restaurant. We can go bowling. We can do whatever, catch a movie, whatever it is, right? I'm always down for a night out. Go watch a live show, whatever the case may be. If I am booed up, then I prefer a night in with my bae. Like, let's just be here. Let's spend time together. Let's continue to get to know each other. Let's deepen our relationship, sort of thing. Let's sit on the couch and watch, Netflix or whatever. Like, let's do that. And do some other stuff. But we don't have to go out. We don't have to go out. I mean, we can, but don't you want to stay in with me? Question number 3 is lots of friends or a few close friends. So I'm a Leo. That's my zodiac sign. I'm a Leo, which means that I have a lot of friends, but I also have a few close friends. No matter where I go, I'm always able to meet people. It's very easy for me to meet people. If I don't know anyone at a party except for the one person that I came with and they're preoccupied because they went to the restroom or they, whatever the case may be, they knew like the birthday person and I was just invited as like a plus one, I can talk to people. It doesn't scare me to talk to people. So, I have a lot of friends because of things like that, especially, through social media and stuff. I have like a lot of friends because of that. However, I do have like a handful of friends that are very close to me that knows my ins and outs and that I keep up with and that I travel with, that and this, I told you, I'm a creative. So if they have a premiere, that I'm probably going with them to their premiere or vice versa, whatever the case may be. Like, we're showing up at each other's events and stuff like this. So it just depends. So those are like close friend things, right? And then everyone else is just like more like, I see you when I see you sort of thing. So I think that's the difference. But I do have a lot of friends, but then I do have just like a few close friends as well. Number 4 is time to yourself or time spent with others. It sounds bad saying it's a preference. However, I already told you that, it's easier for me to meet people. So I'm going to go with time spent by myself, only because I give so much when I am out and about. I give so much to, and fully, my undivided attention. I give so much energy. I can have like a strong presence around people, and that can be exhausting at the end of the day. So when I get home, I sort of enjoy being by myself. Like I said, I do yoga, I meditate, I like to watch my shows, catch up on shows and movies that I haven't seen. So for me, being by myself and sort of, doing my own thing. I think there's a slight preference over it, although I don't mind spending time with other people, of course. Number 5 is holiday at home or abroad. So I really don't do holidays at home technically, with like family home. When I was out in LA, because I'm currently in Texas right now, but we will be back out in LA soon enough. But when I was in LA, I would always do like a Friendsgiving or like I would celebrate Christmas and stuff with my friends. Like it wasn't important for me to go back home necessarily, at least not important on my list. So because so many of my siblings and things like this, like they have their families. Like their family is a family. And so we're all in our separate kind of things. And so yeah, I just always do things with friends now. I would love to go abroad. I had a friend last year who actually um spent a holiday abroad, and they said they had like the best time. They went by themselves and they just kind of did whatever they wanted to do. And I'm just like, that sounds like me. Like that sounds like a whole bunch of fun and a whole bunch of like not really caring about anything and just enjoying yourself. So I would love to actually do a holiday abroad. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. Maybe meet some men over there. Number 6 is countryside, seaside, or city. Um, I'm very much so a city person. Like I love big cities. If I wasn't in LA, I would probably I'm not in LA currently, but I did spend the last 9 years in LA. However, point still stands. If I wasn't in LA for what I want to do with my career, as far as being a screenwriter and an actor, I would be in New York. For the same reason. Now, I would suffer through New York because it's freezing there, but I like big cities. I like a whole bunch of people. I like the hustle and bustle of that the city brings. You know what I mean? And so for me, it would definitely be city life. Number 7, hot climate or cold climate. I think I just kind of answered that for you. I prefer hot climate. I'm already cold natured, so I don't need to be in a cold climate where I just feel like I'm doubly cold. Like, that's not going to work for me. So I prefer more tropical, cooler weather like LA, like, maybe like Miami or something. Like, I just don't do cold. So yeah, hot climate. Number 8, books or films. I mean, this is obvious, I guess, but I do love books and I love reading. However, for me, I'm gonna go with films. I am a filmmaker. That is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing is creating films, writing films, acting, and producing films. So that's just where I'm at with things. So for me, it's all about that film life. So yeah. Number 9, rice or pasta. I'm gonna go with rice. I love rice. I am a vegetarian, so I eat a lot of rice and I eat a lot of pasta, but I feel like I eat way more rice than I do pasta. So I'm going to go with rice. Pretty much any type of rice like I can get with. Not any type of grain, but any type of rice, if that makes sense. So yeah. Number 10 is tea or coffee or ellipses. I'm going to go with ellipses just because I prefer water. That is like that's my everything. Like water changed my life. It definitely changed my face because I used to be a pizza face in high school and in middle school. And the photographers used to do like the best, like that to this day, that's still like the best magic I've ever seen. The way my face looked after they edited those photos, miracle. Like miracle. They had me looking good. So water is like, I think everyone's best friend. That's what I drank to it cleared up my skin and it's kept me looking, I think, decently well. And so I prefer water. Now, between tea or coffee, I don't like coffee like that. So I'm going to go with tea. And my favorite tea is like a peach green tea. It needs to be sweetened because I don't do unsweet. It needs to be sweetened. Because some of y'all drink unsweet tea, which I don't even know if that's a beverage. So I prefer sweet tea. And if I'm going to drink sweet tea, I prefer it to be peach green tea. Number 11, cook, take away, or eat out. I don't know why. I was trying to say I don't know what I was trying to, takeout. That's what I was trying to say, but that's not the word. It's cook, take away, or eat out. It depends on the situation. So if I'm by myself like I am now, I'm living in this condo by myself. If I'm by myself, I cook for myself. If I'm with friends, let's go eat out. And if I'm booed up, then let's do takeout. Let's get some food, bring it back here, or order out some food and have them deliver it here, and let's spend time together. Let's be alone together. So number 12 is formal or casual. I despise formal because formal means, to me, formal means we're all doing the same thing. I hate it. It drives me up a wall for us all to be doing the exact same thing. It's a no for me. It's a no. And when I think of formal, I think of suits. Like I think of, a regular 9 to 5. Like a creative 9 to 5 ain't the same as a regular 9 to 5. A creative 9 to 5, you're usually wearing whatever you want to wear. For the most part. It ain't the same. So for me, I'm more casual. And casual for me does not mean, I'm sorry, I'm looking up because there is a thing flying in here. Just don't come over here because I'm telling y'all, I don't like anything that flies or crawls. So if it comes by me, it's going to be a problem. Like this video going to be over with. And I'm going to put it, whatever I got recorded, I'm still going to put up. I'm joking. But I just don't like formal. It just means like every day. And there's nothing wrong with this. But me being a creative, it doesn't sit well with me. It just means like every day, like humdrum, like mundane, commonplace. Like it just means soulless. I can't do it. So we're going to have to go with casual. Number 13 is dogs or cats. I want to say both, but I fear if I say both, then I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. So we're going to go with dogs because I think I like dogs a little bit more than cats. Like to be honest, I really don't have necessarily like a preference, but I think the reason why I say maybe dogs a little bit more than cats, which I guess is a semi-preference, but I'm only saying this because I'm thinking about it in this moment, but B, because cats are kind of unpredictable. You don't really know when a cat is going to be like rude. Like cats are rude. So I don't have time for cats. I don't have the patience for cats. Although cats kind of do most of their own things by themselves. Like you really only have to feed a cat, I guess, and kind of clean it sometimes or whatever the case may be and take it to the vet. Dogs, there's a little bit more hands-on. So, but I don't mind that. I don't care. So I think a dog. You hear that, future whomever who's looking for someone? I like dogs. 14, play it safe or be daring. I don't think I play most things safe. I think my career choice, like I studied biochemistry in college and then I moved to LA to pursue an acting and writing career. I think it kind of sums up like my life. Like I do not like the norm that every day that I reject it. Now I am risk averse. Don't get it twisted. I'm definitely risk averse. I do not like to hurt myself. But I do enjoy being daring, and I'm daring. I'll give you my type of daring because I don't want anyone thinking like we're going skiing daring or we're going like we're learning how to surf daring, like or we're jumping out of an airplane daring. Like that's not the type of daring I'm talking about. I'm talking about daring in like everyday situations. So like if we're at a festival. True story. If we're at a festival and one of my friends say, "Ooh, like I like that person," and it's just like a fly-by statement, like, "Ooh, that person's cute. That person's this." You like that person? Well, I'm gonna go talk to that person, and then I'm going to bring them over. So you be ready in about 5 to 10 minutes because me and this person will be making our way over to you. To talk to you. I'm daring in that way. I'm daring in the sense of if we're at a bar and let's say I like someone and the friend's like, that person's cute. Like you like them. You should go talk to them. That's your type. Which I don't really have a type. I kind of like a little bit of everything. I will go talk to that person. That's sort of my MO. Like I'll go talk to that person and figure out what's up. So I'm daring in that way. See what I'm saying? Like, so like everyday situations. We're not like high risk situations, but just like everyday situations. 15, idealist or realist? I'm definitely not a realist because a realist to me lends itself more to like what I was saying, like the corporate sort of suits sort of 9 to 5 sort of thing, like the regular 9 to 5, not the creative 9 to 5. So I definitely am more of a idealist in this sense that like I mean, look at me. I don't know what that means, but I think from my last few answers to the questions that were asked, you can kind of see how I'm more of like an idealistic person over a realist. I just don't think like life is too short. Like life is but a moment. So I feel like it's too short to be realistic about anything. Just go for any and everything that you want and live your life for yourself. So yeah. Number 16, lead or follow. I want to preface this by saying I don't mind following people. I don't mind. I am a Leo now, so being a Leo, it's one of our qualities that we are great leaders. I'm also a Gryffindor. So we know how to lead. So I don't know that I like to necessarily follow. And I guess this all depends on the situation, right? Now, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not following anyone. Where are we going? Like, I need to know. Like, we both need to know at the same time. If you know something, I need to know something. So we're leading together. That's why I feel like for me, for a relationship, we're leading together. As far as work goes and in work settings, sometimes you will be the leader and sometimes you will have to follow. And I'm fine with either. I just don't think that anyone should ever have to lower themselves in order for someone to lead them. If you're not a leader, step aside. There's plenty of us ready to take. There's plenty of us ready. Like, we're already ready. So if you're not born a leader or if you don't have that leadership quality, I've seen it in workspaces. I've seen it. And it's just been a train wreck. And then the person will cry and they'll like storm off the set or whatever, or they'll, leave the production. I've seen this has happened. Productions I've been a part of, just different things happen. And so I get it, but if you're not ready to be a leader, it's going to be hard for me to follow you. So you have to be a good leader. And I think this is what most people feel like in their everyday work life. You want to make sure that the person that you're following knows how to lead you. And it can be frustrating when you feel like they're not doing a good job at it, right? We all have had that manager or that, So 17 is work or play. I'm going to say the cliche answer because I do believe there needs to be a balance between the two. I do lend myself to be more playful because I am a creative, and playful with a playfulness and being more involved in play for me, it helps my creativity. You know what I mean? And for me, the type of creativity that I do, it's very fun. Like the play is fun. The work is fun. So for me, if you can blend the two where work is fun, then I feel like you have nothing to worry about. You don't have anything to worry about. However, if it's all about work and no play, I think you're not going to be satisfied. I feel like if it's all about play and there's no work, you're going to be broke. So, so you have to blend the two. There has to be a blending of the two. Number 18, Lennon or McCartney. I actually am a Beatles fan, and just to make this answer simple, we're just going to say Lennon. I think I prefer Lennon more than Paul McCartney. John Lennon. Number 19, love or money? This is tough, only because... So I am a hopeful romantic. Let's start there. Rihanna. I am a hopeful romantic. I love love. I love to see people in love. I love my friends in love. I love to see people on the train and walking down the street holding hands. I love PDA. Like, there's really not too much. Like, I don't think there's a such thing as too much PDA, not in my eyes. Like, I feel like that's someone loving on someone else. I mean, don't be fucking. But do whatever you want to do. I love it. If it's loving, I'm all about it. I love it. You know what I mean? So for me, I love love, but I also love money too. Like, I don't want to be poor. And I really don't feel like you should ever have to choose between the two. I think this is one you shouldn't have to choose between two. Can I have rich love? Can I have rich love? You get rich love. Can I have that? My mom, my mom used to tell me, all of us, all my siblings, I come from a family of 8. There are 8 of us. If you can fall in love with a poor person, you can fall in love with a rich person. And so I'll leave it at that. So number 20 is share your problems. Share your problems or keep them to yourself. To be honest, I feel like I keep most of my problems to myself. Primarily because I don't think the way in which I am there for people, they are there for me in that way. Or even that they know how to be there for me in that way. I try not to hold it against people because I know that we're all not the same. And so I think I show up in people's lives in a different way in which they show up in my life. And oftentimes I've always been considered like the strong friend. Like he can he's going to make it through whatever that happens to him. You know what I mean? And getting the title of a strong friend, there's something stuck in my throat. It is making me sound like I want to cry and I'm trying not to cough. So, okay, we'll see. Getting the title of being a strong friend, I think has like messed up so many relationships because you feel like that person isn't there for you in the same way that you're there for them. And I've had to learn that when it comes to, like when we talk about love languages in like relationships, I think there are different languages that friends have too, that you have with your friends in relationships. And so the way in which you're able to be there for them isn't necessarily the way in which they're able to be there for you. Now, I still think it should be a 50-50 partnership and it shouldn't be like a 70-30 or 80-20 or anything like that. However, if you're going to be friends with this person, you have to kind of understand that they might not be there for you in the same way that you're there for them. So I say all that to say that I'm more of a person that keeps it to myself than a person that shares, because it's just like, what have you done for me lately? You know what I mean? It's just like, what, and my mom used to say like, and what can you do for me? You know what I mean? Like, if you can't do anything for me, I don't need to share it with you. And it doesn't mean like a monetary thing necessarily or, you know what I mean? Like that. But if you're not a good listener, I don't need to tell you. Or if you're a friend that doesn't necessarily give great advice or sort of always brings it back to you when someone's having a moment, then I don't need to tell you. I'll just sit there and listen to you talk always just because you're always talking. And that lets me know that you're not interested in what I would have to say, even if I did have something going on. So, whatever. Anyways, that is the last question for this 20 question get to know me video. I tried to keep it under 20 minutes. I cannot see the time. I don't see the time, so I don't know how long this is. Hopefully it's not brutal. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys will watch it and that you will comment and share some of your answers to these questions. I'll ask 3 that was asked of me. And if you guys want to, please leave comments down below. So I'm gonna ask night in or night out. I think that'll be a good one. And why? Have you ever done a holiday at home or abroad, and why? Books or films? Let's have that one be the third one. Books or films? And if it is a book, tell me the book and why. And if it is a film, tell me the film and why. Tell me one of your favorite films and why, or tell me one of your favorite books, I should say, and why. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you care to, please like, share this video, and subscribe if you would like to kind of help out a budding YouTuber. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.